here and welcome back to another video. So today we're back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this Craftsman cottage. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up on the gallery now. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and I will go ahead and put a download link in the description to the online gallery if that's an easier way for you to download this build. So like I said, this is a Craftsman cottage, and this is built on a no, it's not a 30 by 20. I can't even remember what it is. Is it a 20 by 20 or 20 by 15? I literally cannot remember, but it'll say the correct amount on the gallery. Now, I did build this like back in, wait, let me check, beginning of March, and it's now the 27th of March, so it was a little while ago from when I built this. I mean, that's kind of normal for my builds. I do them way in advance than when I do the voiceover, so when it comes to doing the voiceover, I can't really remember much about the build, but as the voiceover goes on, we'll kind of learn more things about it, I suppose, and refresh my memory. So this is just a very small home, and I know I do a lot of mansion builds on my channel. That's kind of the main thing I do. I just love to do big builds, but you know, not everybody likes that, and when I do smaller builds, people request to see more of them now and again because, you know, like I just said, not everybody likes a big build. So like the one I did last week, which is the suburban cottage using new orange siding, I actually built them two in the same day, that one and this one. So you know, just now and again it's nice to kind of switch things up and do a smaller build for people who prefer that. So that's what we're doing here. And you can actually see that we're doing a darker colour scheme today on the exterior. Now, I was actually trying to do this with last week's mansion build, the country colonial mansion. If you watched that, you would have seen how at the start I did try to do a like black trims and windows and stuff, but it didn't really work. So this is kind of just to make up for that and try it again. And it actually worked out really well in this build. Because I normally go for very light colour schemes like white trims, white windows and stuff like that. So, you know, just to switch it up, I thought it would be nice to kind of try out a darker colour scheme. So that's what we're doing here. And then that room on the top, as you can see, it looks like just like the dormer on the upper floor. That's actually a room. In there is the bedroom, and it also has a little like study space in there as well. Since there wasn't really anywhere else downstairs to put it because it is very, very small inside, I just managed to fit everything in. Now the kitchen as well is pretty much tiny, but it, you know, does have everything you need. It's just not as big as my normal builds that I do, which is always the case when it comes to smaller builds, is that I always tend to struggle a little bit with getting things right in terms of proportions of everything, because what may seem like a normal size kitchen to you is not really for me because I do mansions all the time, so everything's just on a much bigger scale. So I always kind of struggle a little bit to get everything right when it comes to smaller builds, but sometimes it's okay, but this one even more so because it is, you know, much smaller than a smaller build I would do. So we're just working on putting the windows and not the windows, the wall coverings and the flooring and stuff in. Now normally I do cut that out, but since this build is so short, this took me like half an hour to do in total. I thought I'll go ahead and include it because I don't always, you know, include it like I just said, because sometimes it's just a little bit unnecessary because I just literally just putting flooring tiles down. You're going to see it anyway when we decorate that particular room, so I normally just cut it out, but since, you know, the video is going to be short anyway, I thought I'll go ahead and include it. So we're just working now on the interior, and we're just working on this little living room area, as you can see. And like I didn't say, but everything's kind of all open plan in this build. So downstairs here we've got like a living room, the dining room and kitchen, all like one room, I suppose, as you can kind of see how this is kind of how I've done the floor plan. And then the bathroom is downstairs, and then upstairs is the bedroom. And it's just a single, well, it's a double bed, but just one bedroom. So this sim, sorry, oh my god, I'm a total mess today. This house could be for 2 sims. I mean, it could be for more if you don't mind sims just having to nap on the sofas, and that's maybe okay, but, you know, probably only like really 2 sims. And yeah, so it's currently the 27th as I'm doing this voiceover. Now, this is also going up on the 27th, and I don't normally like to do that. I normally like, what I do is that I'll do the voiceover like 2 to 3 days before the video goes up, and then I kind of get it uploaded, scheduled, all the, you know, end cards and all that sort of stuff, like the end screen and things like that, all that other stuff, all done. So when the kind of upload day comes, I'm not kind of stressed about trying to get everything done at last minute. So I always like to be ahead. So to do this with less than 5 hours left before this video's got to go up, because it's currently 10 past 1 as I'm doing this voiceover, and this is going up at like 6 o'clock, so I haven't really got that much time left, but you know what, it'll be fine. 5 hours sounds like a lot, but really it isn't. But I've done it before, it'll be okay. I just don't prefer to do it this way. Anyway, so as you can see, this is a little kitchen area, as you can see there. And it is pretty small, so, you know, it's got like everything you need in it, and it'll just have some spare counter space as well, which sometimes I've done in the past where I've been so kind of focused on getting all these appliances and kitchen clutter and stuff in that I end up not having a blank counter space, which means your Sims can't even use the kitchen because they need at least one counter space. I normally go for 2 because I notice that the Sim normally, like, you know, cooks on one and then they have another counter space to actually place the food down once they're finished. So I normally go for, like, you know, at least 2 spare counters. So there isn't really 2 spare counters, but there are 2 spare island counters, so I suppose that still counts. And yeah, so this is the upstairs, as you can see, and this is the bedroom. I went with a purple theme. I've mentioned this a lot recently, but I've just really got back into using purple in builds for some reason. I used to use it a lot and I kind of went off it for a bit because I was overusing it. And now I'm kind of back to doing it again for some reason, so that's what we're doing here. And I do actually have next week, I believe it is, and I mentioned this as well in the last couple of builds, but a kind of very purple themed build in general coming up. So I'm not going to kind of ruin what it's about and stuff, but I'm just really happy how that build turned out. It's not a mansion, it's just a normal kind of smaller home, bigger than this, but not quite a mansion. So that'll be coming up soon. And then also on Friday, I do, well, planned on Friday to have a collab going up. Now I'm not going to say who it's with because I don't think they've mentioned that they're doing a collab, so mostly when I do collabs, we'll keep them like secret until it goes up. But if this other person, you know, says that we're doing a collab, then that's totally fine. But at the minute, nobody said anything, so I'm just going to leave it as a surprise for now. But it is with a fellow builder, and I'm really excited because they are amazing at building, and we've come up with something really nice, so that'll be coming up on Friday. I've actually just finished working on that a few minutes ago before I did the voiceover, so that'll be coming up on Friday, and then again, like normal, another mansion build on Sunday. So we're just doing a little bit of outdoor kind of landscaping and stuff. Now there isn't a backyard area in this build because there just literally isn't the space for it, but there is a back porch, I believe, so I did put a couple of things on there. I think I did like a little outdoor seating area. I might have put a barbecue on if I can remember correctly. I'm not really too certain on that, but you can kind of see in the screenshots, which we'll get onto in a second. But yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed today's speed build. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of it. If you have any more suggestions for builds or mansions or anything else you want to see on the channel next, that'd be really helpful to hear. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and you can go ahead and download this from the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!